are recording.
Nice. Yay. Okay. Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited for everyone that's here tonight with us. We are here with Heidi Burkemper, Julia Johnson, and Beth Mayfield. And I'm Ricky, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. We have Heidi here from Aspen, Beth is in Atlanta, and Julia's in Florida. And this is teamwork, ground floor teamwork. And we are here to announce that we are putting together a collaborative team effort where we are going to actually be it's not training. We are actually going to be working together and doing action and putting together what we want to say, what we want to reach out to all of our clients, our current customers about the new catalog, existing customers, new customers, and we are going to collaborate in a team effort through Zoom for a two-hour power session where we can all come together and work together and support each other and reach out to each other for suggestions and celebrate our wins and, of course, celebrate our no's as well, because behind every no is a yes. And that is going to take place. We are starting this next Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Is that correct, Heidi? I'm not looking at my notes.
Yes, next Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 to 9 Eastern Time.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So who is participating? Heidi, do you have who?
Yes. Okay. So Ricky, thank you so much. We are so excited about this. So basically we kind of, I thought, gosh, we can learn so much from each other as sidelines. And I just happen to love, and Ricky happens to love Julia and Beth so much, and I hope they like us too. And, so we decided to, collaborate, get our teams together, and we can learn from your teams, and hopefully you can learn some from us. And everyone who is on this call live, and anyone who isn't on this call live but's listening to the recording is invited to participate. And really, you're invited to participate if you're ready to step outside your comfort zone, get off all the training calls. You guys, we know enough. We know enough. I didn't know anything my first month, and it was the best month I've ever had in my business. And if you're interested in implementing specific action items that we're all going to be implementing together, not alone, but together within a team group setting to move your business forward. This Monday 2-hour virtual work session starting next Monday, which will be our launch of this, is for you. And again, it starts next Monday. And we expect to continue these virtual work sessions on a consistent basis. And we'll be scheduling more of them at different times to accommodate different schedules and, current Isagenix promotions, new product launches, seasonal shakes. We're really going to have fun with this. This is going to be fun. And Julia, do you want to talk a little bit about Julia wrote, we're really, since this is our first time, we're not experts yet at conducting these, but Julia, we're kind of riding by the seat of our pants, and Julia put together really some excellent verbiage to kind of explain what's going to be happening next Monday.
Thanks, Heidi. I know. I think we're all just so excited about this, and we are. We're, as with everything, a little bit flying by the seat of our pants with so much excitement, which is what it's all about. But really, this all came to fruition because, as with everything at Isagenix we hear, it's plan, do, review, adjust, repeat. And we were seeing there's so much training. You could be on training 24/7, basically, if you wanted to. But the training's not going to get you there. It's doing the do and doing it consistently. So instead of spending 2 hours on yet another training call, it's great to come together in a collaborative effort to all be able to do the do, us alongside with you. And so this goes exactly along with what Isagenix rolled out about at Celebration, which was say, share, do. So that's the point of these. We're going to give you verbiage. We're going to talk you through what you're going to be doing, who you will be reaching out to. And then we're going to do the do for about 2 hours with a couple little breaks to answer questions. So that's what these are. It's really, instead of a power hour, it's power hours that we will be doing. But that's the beauty of this, because even as long as the 4 of us have been in this, what we've seen, and I am just as guilty. I will sit in my office by myself and hesitate, to have each other and to be able to do this together will get us through those hurdles and those fears that we all have. So I'm so excited about the collaboration and for all of us to be able to truly learn from each other, as Heidi said. I'm so excited.
Julia, thank you so much. And then Beth's going to kind of go over the how. We've gone over the what, the who, who should be participating in this, the when, and really the why. And, as Julia said, it's interesting because I feel like sometimes the more training calls I get on, the more paralyzed I get with fear, because it's like, oh, maybe I need to get on another training call to do this perfectly. And, the kryptonite of fear is action, activity, and it becomes so much fun. I love 10 to the top because they do, Lynn does give us specific action steps. But then I go on the Facebook page and I go, oh yeah, but I'm isolated and I've got to do these action steps alone. So I hope some of you feel that way too, because that was really the impetus of putting this together. So I'm going to hand it over to Beth, who's going to talk about the how we're going to do this, and kind of like just, high level bones of the agenda that we'll be doing next Monday.
Yeah, so the basis of this is, this is really going to be 2 hours of action-packed IPAs, income producing activities. And, it's funny, just a little side note, we called them power hours with my team. There were a team of about 6 of us. We would meet every Monday from like 12 to 2 at the Panera Bread on Roswell Road. And we'd sit there, and I kept thinking we were going to get kicked out because we'd never order food. But we would just take up all these tables. But it was amazing how productive we were. And we got so much done because there's something about collaborating. But, as your businesses grow, our teams are all over. And so there's a great thing about sitting there person to person. But if we can take that concept, and when Heidi and Ricky mentioned this virtual, I was like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant, because I've seen the benefit of these power hours, and it's huge. So if you're really wanting to move your business, this is amazing what it'll do for it. So this is sort of what the training, the power hours are going to look like. Basically at 7:00 Eastern, we're going to get on the call. We're going to briefly kick it off, maybe a little word of motivation, get us pumped up. And then we're going to sort of say what our intentions are for the time. There are going to be times like if there's a new shake lock drop or a catalog, we may do some specific reach outs for that. But really next week, I'll be honest with you, all of us, we are focusing on new reach outs. I'm going to tell everybody, come with your list of 100 new names of people that you want to reach out to. And that's what we're going to be focused on. And so we're going to, kick it off, our intention, and then it's going to be pen to paper, working. We're really going to work. We'll all be like this, but our heads will be down. We'll be reaching out, doing stuff. And then about 45 minutes into the call, we're going to have a sort of a breakout session. And if you're just on a roll and you're killing it with your reach outs and you're going great, you can just mute us, turn the volume down, and you just keep going. But if you, maybe you're stuck, maybe you have a question, maybe you want some feedback, or maybe you want to celebrate a victory, or maybe you need a pump up because you've gotten some no's, whatever it is, we're going to have about a 15-minute breakout just to talk and everything. And then on that hour at 8:00 Eastern, we're going back at it. And just so you know, at the beginning of the hour, we're going to give you the exact verbiage of what to do. So this is going to be, it's sort of copy, paste, customize. You're going to know exactly what to do, exactly what the intentions are, so you can really make the most of these 2 hours. And the goal is, hopefully, when these 2 hours are up, then the end, we'll sort of close the session about 10 minutes prior with sort of a call to action, because you're going to have had massive reach outs for these 2 hours. And that's why we really scheduled the calls on Mondays, because then you got a full week of where you can really go to work on those reach outs, and whether it's 3-way calls, follow-ups, whatever it is. And that's where we'll be there, to help the teams with those follow-ups. So it's just going to be a lot of fun, a lot of activity. And so real quick, sort of what you guys need to do in order to be ready, because this is not the kind of thing that you're going to come and at 7 o'clock, you're going to be, okay, let me make my list. No. This is, you come ready to go. So at 7, when we give you the verbiage, you're ready to reach out, income producing activity. So basically, you want to print out and fill out a brand new contact list. And all of this is going to be posted in our page, which is Freedom Family, and y'all's page, which is ISA Dream Team. So it'll be posted in there exactly what, and the links on how to, where to get the documents, but a new contact list. And you want to print out 5 tracking sheets, because you're going to have a lot of tracking sheets. Now, we're going to put a tracking sheet in there for you to print, but if you have a tracking system that you're using right now and it's working for you, don't change it. I mean, if it's working, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just stick with what you're doing. But this is for, people that need some assistance on that. And then the other thing you might want to do before is, like I said, you're going to want to come with your contact list, but also maybe spend some time getting your contacts organized, because there are going to be times, and these will be action steps that we may give you before each call, but go to your Hit 'em Up app and make sure you get your contacts organized between, the groups of business builders, customers, inactive customers, prospects, so you're sort of ready to go. So maybe one week we may do follow-ups, and, you'll have all your prospects in there, so we can have our follow-up language and do that. So it's really going to be about being organized, coming to the call ready to go, and really, really just knocking it out of the park with IPAs during this 2 hours. That's it.
Beth, thank you so much. And so, Julie and I were talking, we were the first people on the call as we were briefing for this. And guys, here's what I want to say to you. And we totally agreed. Julie and I were like, oh my gosh, yes. There's so much noise out there. There's so much noise. Who agrees? So you know what? With this 2-hour virtual work session, if you see the benefits that the 4 of us see in this and the need for this, we need to scream about it. You need to call your team, and personally leave them a voice text, or leave them, a message on Facebook about how important it is for them to listen to this, 10-15 minute introduction of this announcement. And then please contact your upline leader, whether it's Ricky, Beth, me, or Julia. And we will send you specific instructions on what to do. We went over it in this call, write down your contact list, print out some tracking sheets. We will send you those instructions by text. So you will be prepared on Monday to really make this the best end of a quarter ever, and make 2019 absolutely blow your hair back crazy. So thanks, guys. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to unmute everybody, and I want to hear everybody get really excited about this. You're all unmuted. Woo! Yeah. Okay, I'll be posting the recording, and you guys can text your upline leader and let them know if you're in. And then we will, in the next day or two, be sending you specific instructions on how to prepare for Monday. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.